everyone, this is a re-upload. I am re-uploading this video. Check the description for the reasons why, but I'm going to summarize it right here and say that the music that I added to this video had some profanity and I didn't really was conscious of the fact that children watched me, and I apologize for all the kids that heard bad cursing words. I'm not really sensitive to cursing, however, I still apologize. Anyway, let's get into this video. I'm going to do a brand new voiceover for this video. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Let's get started. Stay tuned if you'd like to see how I did this client's hair, repaired her hair, and filled in her undercut. Alright, so I'm in the process of filling in her undercut. She had a lot of repair that she needed done, and she also had an undercut that she needed to fill in. So I handmade 30 locks. We estimated 30 locks were needed to fill in her undercut, so I made them at 5 inches, which is what we estimated the length of her locks to be, but they ended up to be much shorter. So what I'm doing here is I'm just installing the lock, and my methods are really simple. I just mesh up her natural hair with the lock. I mesh it up. I'm not really trying to get a perfect definition, perfect attachment right now. I'm just trying to mesh it up, making sure it lines up with each other. I always leave some slack or some loose hair at the end of my lock extension. That way it's easier for me to attach. It may be different for other people, but for me, I like a little slack. So all I'm doing is I'm pulling hair in, pulling hair from the outside in. That is all I'm doing. It looks hard probably, but it's really not. It's just meticulous. It takes a lot of time and a lot of patience, but it is not hard at all. This client is actually all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. I thank you for coming and getting your hair done and allowing me to record. Thank you so much. So like I said before, I'm basically just pulling hair in. I hope you guys can see that. A lot of you say you can't, but that is all I'm doing to make it seamless. And if there's a lot of frizz or a lot of stray hairs out, I go back in and I pull those in, and I keep going until I feel satisfied with my results. This is the finished product, the finished look of filling in her undercut. The hair that I attached turned out to be longer than her actual locks, so I ended up cutting them into a length that would blend in very nice with her natural locks. As you can see here, I've already retwisted the hair that I attached to the undercut. Now I'm going to go in and repair her existing natural locks. And by repair them, I mean her locks haven't been retwisted in a very long time. So she had a lot of hair that was growing outside of her locks that was causing her locks to thin in the middle where the new growth met the mature lock. So all I'm doing here is I'm pulling those hairs into the mature lock to help and guide them grow into the lock in the future. Also, her parts were not very obvious, so I went in with a comb to find her parts and decide where the parting would be best in order to keep her locks uniform and keep them growing at the size that she would like for them to grow at. So I'm applying moisturizer to her root so I can be able to comb it out. However, I didn't apply it to the ends of that loose hair because I'm going to go in with my crochet tool and pull the loose hair in, as I told you guys previously. I'm going to pull that hair in as if I was attaching a lock extension. It's all the same method. It's just how you're applying that method, where you're pulling that hair into, and how you're doing it. That makes the difference. I'm gonna try to upload a lot more repair videos for you guys. That's been the highest request that I've received in the comments, or when I posted the community feed. That's been the most requested content, so I will try my best to get more repair videos in for you guys. In the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram at hair by Dxlyn to see locks that I've repaired and clients who I've attached their locks or retwist their hair. And with this lock, I'm doing the same thing. I am just parting it, and then I'm gathering that hair and I'm pulling it into the mature part of her lock to ensure that it grows with the lock in the future. I will also be posting a lot more summaries of client lock extensions that I've attached, just to give you guys an idea of what I do, how I do it, and how long it takes me to do it. So if you're interested in getting lock extensions, definitely email me or DM me on Instagram. Unfortunately, if you leave it in the comments, more than likely I won't see it, because YouTube not only filters my comments, but they all come to my email at one time, so it's really hard to keep up with all your comments. It's easier to DM or email. But definitely serious inquiries only, please, because it gets very overwhelming to have so many DMs, but half of them are not legit. So please, serious inquiries only. So here I'm halfway done with her hair, and I am retwisting. She had a few locks that didn't need repair, but for the most part, most of her locks needed repair. And I went ahead and did that for her because I like to work thoroughly. I'm more worried about the client being satisfied and her being happy with the work than me doing exactly what I signed up to do, if that makes sense. So here's a slow down, very up close look of how I pull the hair in. Alright, and long story short, I pretty much repaired all the locks at the top. So I went on to retwist, repair and retwist from the back to the front. Feel free to request whatever videos you guys would like to see. Don't feel like you're bothering me, because I really do this to share and help, regardless of views, regardless of subscriptions. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy doing hair. Definitely leave your suggestions, leave your comments. This is not a space for negativity, but somehow negativity finds its way into the comment section. However, I still try my best to get to the comments and see what you guys are saying. What would you like to see? And definitely engage with you guys, because that's what YouTube is all about. That's what YouTube has been about since I joined. It's turned a little bit, but some of us are trying to keep it what it was. So back to my client, as I said, I repaired most of the locks. I went from the back to the front. So now I'm finishing up. I'm repairing the last lock right here, pulling the hair into the mature part of the lock to help it and guide it to grow like it's supposed to. And once I finished retwisting her hair, I just kind of styled the front and had it pulled back off of her face, had it just flowing with the rest of the locks in the back. That's what the back is looking like. It's very seamless. The locks blended in very well. And here are a few pictures to recap her service in this video. Thank you so much to my beautiful client for letting me film this once again. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, this was a re-upload. I apologize to anyone that the profane music offended or caught off guard. Please stay tuned for more videos. I will see you guys in my next video. Be sure to follow me on my social media. Bye guys. See you later.